Today we're going to talk about the ESV New Testament Scripture Journal Set in hardcover. Really excited about these. Stick around and find out more about them. Hey, and welcome back. I've already reviewed the Scripture Journal set from Crossway in paperback. This is the paperback edition. And they are awesome. I love these. I love them. I love them. If you're going through the Bible, taking notes, especially if you're preparing to preach, they're valuable. Incredibly awesome resource. So, how could you improve upon that? Well, they did. This is the hardcover version of the New Testament Scripture Journal set from Crossway. Now, I'm going to show you a few differences really quickly and why these hardcover editions are worth the slightly higher price tag. All right, so first thing, when you look at these two, one is hardcover, one is paperback. That shows you an obvious strength and integrity and durability advantage here. Also, these are sewn bindings. The paperbacks are sewn bindings, but the way that the cover is constructed, you see this little seam that goes along the spine, that's kind of where the cover flexes. You see that? Due to the binding technique, it kind of adds some pressure to close. Now the binding itself's not, but the paperback around this spine is wanting to push it back closed as a means of support. You're not going to have that with this hardcover edition. So let's look at this. It lays completely flat, straight out of the box. And that's because it's a traditional sewn binding. And the hinge is further toward the back. So if we look at both of these, see this hinge is much, much further up the page. And this one, the hinge is right at the back, right at the spine. And that's where the cover articulates, and that's why the hardcover edition is going to lay flatter than the paperback. Okay, so lastly, it's a hardcover, so it actually makes taking notes easier in your lap. You have a hard surface to write on rather than a floppy something that molds to your leg or your whatever. Unless you're writing on a table, this is going to be much more user friendly. So that's basically the differences between the paperback and the hardcover. I love the hardcover. I'm sold. They're going to be a little more expensive. Now the paperback are great and they're affordable and they'll get the job done. But the hardcover, they're just better. They're better built. They lay flat. They're easier to write in. They're easier to use. You're going to use it more because it's easier to use. So it's worth the extra money to buy the hardcover edition. When you compare the paperback editions, there's so much more in these hardcover editions. Many of them come with head and tail bands. They didn't have to put that in there. They're there. They have super opaque paper, really large printing, plenty of room for notes, really spacious, really welcoming to the reader and the journaling enthusiast. So make sure that you are investing in this set for you or for someone else. I'll have links in the description. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And as always, God bless.